So it is March 23rd, 2022, and here I'm having some seitan products. Vegan seitan. So a deli slice product here. And with some vegan mayonnaise. I don't like I don't like to explicitly advertise anything. Spicy brown mustard. May look familiar. That. Oh. Sometimes, usually people put it on a sandwich. I like it just alone sometimes, you know what I mean? It's good stuff, actually.
Wow, she got a job. Little girl.
Wait, Mom. I'm recording right now. It's not time to talk about this. Alright. Sorry. I don't want to accidentally. I only do this once in a while, during the day. Be careful here. Look at this. It's good stuff. Oh. Now, when I use condiments like mustard and vegan mayonnaise, it helps with the digestion because the added vinegars. Some people are gluten intolerant, where the barley malt white distilled vinegar variety that's in certain condiments if they use the barley malt or distilled white vinegar. It's from barley, which is a glutinous grain, and it can cause people like who are susceptible to the, where if it crosses the blood-brain barrier, they could hallucinate from it. So if they end up in the hospital not knowing why they're having symptoms of hallucinations, it was probably after they, if it was due to the barley malt, white distilled vinegar, they don't detect that in hospitals or anything like that. And I'm assuming, because based on my observation of the severity of other people who react to gluten, I've seen happen when I was a kid growing up. It's just like what I've read in books based off of clinical studies, like within the orthomolecular medicine journals. Well, books based off of that whole study, that they relate it as their symptoms of people that have or demonstrate symptoms of what they would consider mental illness. The severity of the symptoms with in regards to the open eye visual hallucinations that they have, you know, are are the same basically as someone who had taken LSD. So, an LSD is derived from the fungus ergotamine, that grows on rye or other grains that can grow ergotamine. They use that as the precursor to manufacture LSD, and that's what makes it semi-synthetic, because the ergot is naturally derived. The way that they put it together in a lab obviously requires like something similar to cross pollinating. That's what makes it synthetic. But what makes it semi-synthetic is that the one of the major ingredients, like the staple ingredient for it, that creates the hallucinations, is the fungus ergot, but can cause ergotism if not synthesized accurately. Whereas if someone just ate moldy bread that had rye in it, you can get ergotism, which is actually, basically people have had limbs amputated because of that. Instead of, let's say, if it was actually, if they had taken the ergotamine, or the fungus that grows on the rye, and then had a professional chemist who would know how to synthesize, let's say, it into something else other than just ergot, then if they know how to do it accurately, obviously, it would change its chemical composition. So they know that they wouldn't want that to happen. Otherwise, why would they spend the time, altering the chemistry into, let's say, LSD the right way? Instead, they could just, but the in addition to the hallucinations that ergot can cause, actually, it's a poisoning. Basically, people who end up with ergotism, usually it's accidental or incidental. Who knows? You never know. And they've had, to have amputations because it's spread to other parts of their body. But like they do still, in a legal way, there are some pharmaceuticals out there that still use ergot or ergotamine in the manufacturing of the pharmaceutical, and it's to reduce migraine headaches. Just like Albert Hoffman theorized. Okay. But they changed its chemical structure so it doesn't cause ergotism, or I'm not sure how well it actually works. I don't need it because I don't get migraines. When I was a kid growing up, I used to get migraines every day when I was in high school and junior school. I haven't had them in like 20 years. Well, actually, that's to be more accurate. First, I had to become a vegan, and then I had to understand the other accidentally vegan foods that had monosodium glutamate in them. I don't eat those because the monosodium glutamate I detected causes migraine headaches. And I have a screenshot somewhere on my profile that talks about that. So that's how I avoid migraines. It's the way I eat.